Hey guys, it's me bringing you another video on another dead character of the Walking Dead TV series. This one will be looking at Jessie Anderson, mother to Sam and Ron, ex-wife to Pete and former girlfriend of Rick Grimes himself. Former hairstylist, Jessie is of course female. She's played by Alexandra Brekovich. She is early to mid-30s and first appeared in Remember. Before the apocalypse, Jessie attended art college, studying sculpturing. She met Pete and fell in love with him. Jessie became pregnant with Ron at a young age and then married him, eventually having Sam too. Jessie had 13 jobs, one of which was a hairstylist, but eventually Pete got violent, hitting and verbally abusing Jessie and her children. When the outbreak occurred, she and her family arrived at Alexandria, where they were interviewed by Deanna and let in. She became a pantry worker for the community, but the abuse from Pete continued. In Season 5, Jessie is introduced to Rick, and she cuts his hair. Jessie helps Rick look for Carl and Judith, who end up being at the Miller house. Rick obviously knocks over her sculpture. Jessie tells Rick that someone broke in and broke the sculpture. Carol visits Jessie, figuring out that Pete is beating her. Rick confronts Jessie about this, and Rick suggests killing Pete, but Jessie refuses. Rick comes back later to confront her again about it, and Pete comes in, and Pete and Rick fight. Jessie watching, trying to break it up, and she is kind of pushed away by Pete in this scuffle, and she's very upset about this. Jessie visits Rick again, and then attends Deanna's meeting, where they discuss what will happen with Rick. Here, Pete soon arrives, and accidentally kills Reg. Jessie watches in horror when Rick kills her husband. In Season 6, Jessie tells Sam and Ron about what happened to their father. Jessie tries to talk to Ron, but he storms off. She attends Rick's meeting about the herd and talks to Rick in the armory about protecting herself with a gun. When the wolves attack, Jessie is going to find Ron, but then a wolf breaks in, so she hides with Sam, and then goes to kill the wolf. The wolf knocks her down, but Jessie grabs some scissors and does this. Ron walks in on this. Jessie listens to Rick's speech. Jessie finds Betsy turned and opens the door to kill her. The town gather to this, and Jessie gives an epic speech to the townspeople. Jessie tries to deal with a scared Sam. Rick visits Jessie in a garage, and they talk about the future, and then kiss. Maybe bang, we don't really know. Jessie attends gun training and looks after Judith. This is when the watchtower falls. Jessie then saves Rick and some others, letting them in her house for shelter. She helps keep the walkers out when they break through the garage. Rick decides to cover themselves in guts, which Jessie does, and they head out to the street where Sam calls for her. And then that kind of doesn't really matter, and they go to the side where Gabriel decides to bring Judith to the church. Jessie tries to plead with Sam to go with him too, but he refuses. Later on, Sam stops in the middle of the herd, being upset over seeing a little kid walker, and he begins to cry. Jessie tries to get Sam to carry on, but he doesn't, and eventually he is killed by walkers because of his crying. Jessie's screaming in sadness. Carl and Rick plead with Jessie to come with her, but unfortunately this happens. No. Jessie is still holding Carl's hand, so Rick is forced to chop it off. Jessie is then completely devoured by walkers. Jessie was a really awesome minor character, and her growth into a scared housewife to a keen survivor was a good arc, just like Carol. However, she couldn't bear to see her son killed, who sadly couldn't transform into the survivor she became. Jessie was an interesting character, and her death was very sad, and it really kind of helped Rick grow as a character. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please tell me your opinions on Jessie as a character. I will be kind of doing an Anderson thing, so every day I will be releasing a video on a different Anderson family member. I'll leave Pete for like later on, but we'll be covering Jessie, Sam and Ron. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.